55,000 Canada Post workers have until this Friday to vote on the Crown Corporation's most recent and so-called final offer.
The negotiations come at a time when some Canadians and businesses have expressed frustration with some of Canada Post's services. Here's Pat Foran and Consumer Alert. Pat.
Thanks, Nathan and Natalie. Postal employees went on strike last November until they were ordered back to work a month later. It took a while to clear a huge backlog, but now some viewers say even though they paid extra for registered services, their mail has still gone missing. Ethan Thorogood of Toronto has volunteered to help children's causes in Africa. He decided to go to Kenya and Ghana for 3 months this summer to continue his humanitarian work. In the spring, he used Express Post to mail his passport, proof of vaccines, and other documents to the Ghana consulate in the GTA.
I checked back a few days later to see where it was at, being delivered to the consulate, and it was lost and nowhere to be found.
Once the documents were officially declared lost, Thorogood had to scramble to replace all the missing paperwork at an additional cost to him of $750.
Cost a lot financially and certainly emotionally as well.
He was able to get new paperwork in time to make the trip. Canada Post gave him $100, the maximum insurance for Express Post. His mother, Lara, felt he deserved much more.
He's going to volunteer, and that $750 would come in very, very handy, either towards his flight or helping the kids while he's there.
A Canada Post spokesperson told CTV News, "We apologize to the customer and recognize the importance of meeting the expectations of Canadians across the country."
This is actually the registered mail tag.
Sarah Isaacs of Mississauga had to mail confidential documents in February for a family member. They were medical records for her insurance company.
Because it's confidential medical information, I said I'm going to send it through Canada Post as a registered letter.
Isaacs kept checking to see when her registered letter would arrive. More than 5 months later, Canada Post still has no idea where it went.
They lost my letter. And now they're basically saying they refuse to do anything about it.
Canada Post told CTV News, "This is an unfortunate situation and we apologize to the customer that their registered letter still has not been delivered." Canada Post says it takes it very seriously whenever a letter, package, or parcel goes missing. Isaacs is frustrated her family's private documents have disappeared.
You can't lose registered mail. That's absolutely insane.
And earlier this year, CTV News mailed letters across the country to see how long it would take for them to arrive. The first one took a week, while the longest took 3 weeks. Some analysts say Canada Post needs to do more to improve its service and become more competitive. On your side, I'm Pat Foran.
If you have a consumer story idea, email us at alert@ctv.ca.